Hello again. I find this morning that there are now no fewer than 250,000 people subscribing to this channel. I must thank all these folk for their support. It is very much appreciated. There is, however, a slight mystery here because I have to concede that my channel does not, on the face of it, have a great deal going for it. Let me explain. Technically, of course, the thing is awful. The sound quality is poor. There's constant complaints about the level of the sound produced by my microphone. There are no visuals, nothing entertaining, no musical background, just one old guy mumbling into his laptop. I know that appearances can proverbially be deceiving, but that really is not the case here. It looks like some pensioner sitting at home with a clapped out laptop and cheap shoddy microphone, and that is exactly what it is. This doesn't sound at all promising from the point of view of success on YouTube. Then there is the content itself. None of the ideas which I talk about here are in the slightest degree original. There are no startling new insights into the human condition, no breathtaking leaps of deductive reasoning, or anything at all much that the people watching this have not already observed, thought about themselves, or remarked upon to their family and friends. People watching this stuff almost invariably say to themselves, "Oh, yeah, I've noticed that," or "I was thinking the same thing myself the other day." If you're after original ideas, then I'm afraid you've come to the wrong shop. Nor am I possessed of any oratorical ability. You'll get no fancy words or beautifully polished sentences here. I am no sort of public speaker, and the language I use is plain and unadorned. I am pretty confident that the Oxford Dictionary of Quotations won't be picking over this channel in future years, carefully selecting gems of wit and wisdom. I am, alas, a plain man using plain words strung together in the most efficient way. I am an artisan of English rather than an artist. So why should 250,000 people subscribe to this channel? I think that perhaps the answer to that question is that the weaknesses which I have mentioned are also oddly in some ways strengths. Many people get a little tired on YouTube of flashing lights, showy images, musical backgrounds, and demands to hit that subscribe button. Listening to me is perhaps like sitting across the table from some inoffensive old guy in a cafe or public house. That I speak about things which millions of other people have thought is also not a bad thing, and nor is the language I use to express those ideas. If I have any skill, it is simply putting into words what a lot of people think. You might almost say that I am speaking on behalf of many people, giving a voice to the kind of thing which is usually spoken only of privately at home, when people are discussing immigration, transsexuals, black history, and the shortcomings of the government with their husbands or wives. So, although there are no original ideas and a distinct lack of exquisite language, I strike a chord with a lot of people. There is one last point, which is that there's no moderation at all here. Anybody can say anything they like with the confidence that I shall not ban them or anything. Only two people in the world are blocked from here, and they need only apologise to be allowed back again. I'm not going to rehash the past, but they both of them know that they can comment again tomorrow if they wish to email me and say sorry. The result of this lack of moderation is that some pretty dubious and sometimes awful stuff is said in the comments, but it's so rare to find a complete lack of moderation that I think that this too is an attraction here. It is also, of course, why so many anti-Semites turn up, for almost everywhere else, they end up being blocked. I have an ideological motive here in that I think everybody should be allowed a voice, even those whom I think are dangerous, mad, or misguided. After all, there are plenty of people who suppose me to be dangerous, mad, and misguided myself. Anyway, thank you to all my subscribers who have made this channel a success. Although I may not reply to every comment, you all mean a great deal to me. I hope to speak on behalf of ordinary people, the ones whose views seldom appear in the mainstream media, and if I'm spared, I shall continue to do so for years to come. Thank you.